Good morning, Unit 9, Lesson 1. As you can see, the title is Adding Integers. Before we explain how we can add the integers, as you can see in the left side and the right side, there is some algebraic expressions, and you can see a mix of operations and signs. So it's very important to know the difference between signs and operation. Signs could be negative or positive, but operation, it's plus or minus. Plus in case of addition, minus in case of subtraction. So it's totally different than the signs. The signs is related to only integers. So let's see the example in front of us. What is the difference between the operation and the integers? If you look to the title, it's saying adding integers. So for sure the operation, the only operation that we have here, it's the addition. So I'm going to take the plus here, as you can see, and we're going to say this is my operation, and this operation, as you can see, it is addition. That means I will name it plus. I don't use positive, I don't use negative, I use plus. The other example, again, because it's adding integers, it's another operation, and again the operation, it always plus. Now let me change the color to blue, and what we are going now to understand is the signs. The signs exist only between the brackets for the integers. As you can see, this is the first sign I have. Before 4 there is negative sign, so we call it negative, not minus. Minus, this is for operation only. And again, before the 2 there is another sign, we call the sign positive. And if we look to the right expression, again there is 2 signs. The first one before the 5 and before the 4. Before the 5 there is a sign which is positive sign, and in front of the 4 there is a negative sign. So as you can see, now it's clear the difference between signs for integers and operations plus or minus. So before we start the first one in the left, we need to understand how we can locate it or use the number lines to find the addition of the integers. So let's start the steps. Here, the first step, locate the first integers on the number line. So I take the first integers and I will locate it in the number line. The second step, because I'm adding, if it's positive integer, I move to the right. And if it's negative integers, I move to the left. How many steps to the right, how many steps to the left? It depends on the second integers. And after that, to find the answer, I have to draw the arrow and see the arrow ends at what number. And this number is going to be my result. So again, when we add a positive, we move to the right. When we add a negative, we move to the left. As you can see, I'm using for the right green and for the left red. Let's start the first one. Before we started, we read it, negative 4 plus positive 2. So the steps are saying we locate the first integer. So as you can see, the first integer here is negative 4. Can you see? Locate the first integer on the number line. So negative 4, I will choose now the black color, and I will locate the first integer, negative 4. So negative 4. And I'm going to try to move a little bit up to create space for myself, because we are adding another integer. We are adding what? Positive 2. This positive 2, because it's positive, that means I'm going to move to the right. Now, do I go to positive 2? No. I move to the right on the number line 2 steps. I don't go to positive 2. I move only 2 steps. So I'm going to use the green because we are going to the right side. 1 and 2. 2 steps. And after that I finalize this line with an arrow, and this arrow, it will help me to find the final answer. As you can see, -2, it will be my final answer. Now I can ask myself, let's see, I'm not using the number line. If I lost $4 and someone gave me $2, that means I lost $2 in general. Let's go to the other example. This example, I'm going to read it before I use a number line. It's +5 plus -4. So again, as a first step, always locate the first integer on the number line. So I'm going to locate the first integer, which is +5. So I'm going to use a black color again to locate +5 on the number line. And after that, I'm going to go with a small line up to be ready to add. I'm adding what? I'm adding -4. When I add -4, if you remember, I move to the left. Exactly. So I'm going to move to the left to -4. No. I'm moving 4 steps to the left. So I'm going to use the red color to move to the left. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And now I'm going to use the arrow to finalize my answer. So as you can see, the arrow ends at 1. So this is my final answer. Now I'm going to check if it's correct or not. I have $5 and I lost from the 5 4. That means I have $1 left, which is normal. Let's see another example, but this example, it looks strange a little bit because we have more than 2 integers. But again, if I'm following the same steps, there is no problems at all. Even if I have 5 or 10, no problem. So the first step, I locate the first integer. As you can see, the first integer is -6, so I'm going to locate -6 on the number line. So I'm going to use the black color, and I'm going to go one step up to be able to add the second operation. So I'm going up a little bit, and now I'm adding +2. Right away, because it's +2, I'm going to the right 2 steps. I'm not going to 2. I'm moving 2 steps to the right. So I'm using the green color, and I will start to count 2 steps to the right. 1 and 2. I go up a little bit because there is another operation. I'm adding again. I'm adding what? I'm adding +10 to this operation. I'm moving 10 steps to the right. I'm not moving to 10. I'm moving 10 steps. So again, I'm gonna count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And because there is another addition, I will move up again. This time I'm adding what? I'm adding -2. Here I have to be careful, it's negative. That means I'm gonna move to the left. So in this case, I'm gonna change the color to red because I'm going to the left. I'm not going to -2. I'm moving only 2 steps, as you can see, and I stop to this level, and I finalize with the arrow to find my final answer. And the final answer, as you can see, +4. Now I will check if I don't have the number line. I lost $6 and I lost $2. That means I lost in general $8. But someone gave me 2 and 10. $2 and another time $10. That means I have $12. So if I have $12 and I lost from the 12 $8, that means I have in my pocket $4. As you can see, the number line was a strategy. I can use it, but I can verify my final answer by using how many dollars do I have, how many dollars do I lost, and to find the answer. Thank you.